everybody. We're the soils group, obviously, and we're going to talk to you today a little bit about soil fertility. We also need to consider organic matter, the decaying plant and animal remains in the soil. They function a lot like clay particles, increasing water holding capacity and nutrient holding capacity. We also need to consider pH. pH has a strong influence on whether nutrients are bound up or soluble or insoluble, and whether or not the plant's available. It also affects microorganisms. Very acidic soils tend to have lower organism activity.
A little bit of the soil structure here. Explain how soil structure is built. Organic matter is a key component in building soil structure. And basically, organic matter is sort of broken up into the active fraction and the non-active fraction, which makes up like humus. And the active fraction is broken down very quickly. So when you incorporate a cover crop into the soil, something like a legume is going to be broken down very quickly, and the nutrients are going to be released into the soil. They're rich in proteins and sugars, and just like people, the microorganisms are going to go after the sweet stuff first.
So when considering soil health, it all comes down to really organic matter. So when you add organic matter, you increase the biological activity, which reduces soil-borne diseases. It does all this great stuff, and it all comes down to healthy plants. And so that's we're talking about all these different things, and it's really just about this bringing in the organic matter to the soil and having the organic matter stay and not break down.
So I focused on crop rotation and how cover crops are used in agriculture today. According to the Rodale Institute, 6 billion tons of American topsoil is lost every year. And a lot of that is due to corn belt production, the monocultural crop system, and not using any winter cover crops, particularly in corn.
Oh, okay. Wheatgrass is cultivated worldwide, and wheat grain is a staple crop used to produce flour.
These are the main points that we're going over. And wheat is one of the 3 top grains produced in the world between corn and rice.
Local wheat production is of great importance in local areas.
Past few hundred years, wheat has been grown with fossil fuels, and that's becoming an issue. And another fact is China is the top wheat producer in the world, and the U.S. is third. Wheat seeds from the Hungry Ghost Bakery is a part of their Little Red Hen project, which Emily will talk about a little bit more later. And I, with some help of some Garshare students, decided to make a small plot and plant the wheat seeds. And this garden share is awesome, and you can do whatever you want there.
We actually got to do this at Gill Farmers. We poured the grains in a big, probably 10 feet high machine, and it consists of vibrating screens. And as the seed goes through the screens, it separates weeds, mulch, stones, dirt, extra soil.
Then, and if you don't have this technology, there's the old-fashioned way that they did it before they had this, before they had the milling stones, when they were hunters and gatherers. They just used a stone, a flat stone and another stone to grind it into a small fine powder.
So I wanted to put a few things up there. And how do you market and sell wheat locally? Well, encourage local wheat growth. And actually went to the Hungry Ghost, but the Hungry Ghost Bakery in Northampton, the Red Hen Project, where they have 3 goals. They're passing seeds out, wheat seeds out, different varieties to their customers and anyone interested. And to quote them directly, they said, we're not trying to decentralize wheat production, but it's a radical approach to food production, economic participation, and agricultural reintegration.
And here's a phenomenal historic element. All religions, every single religion, has a philosophy on food. Every single religion has established a philosophy on food. And it has a meaning, a psychological, a spiritual meaning. And what has happened with our conventional agriculture is they have taken over that meaning and what that food means to us. And by doing so, they've altered our communities and our lifestyles. They've changed the way we lived our lives. They've changed our connections in our communities. What we take for granted right now is a very poor way of living because we don't understand how life really should be when you're connected with the source of life itself.
Thank you.
This song is a song about the great American dream, striving to get that almighty dollar. Now in this struggle we all face, some people rise and some people fall. Good men go bad and bad men get worse. Now you can choose to accept this inevitability, or you can tempt fate and fight. Who knows, you might even win.
My daddy was a CSA farmer. He harvested 5 acres every day. When a man would come to greet you, he'd say, "Hey son, nice to meet you, hey, good day." Well, everything was going fine up till that day that I turned 9 and the whole folks done moved in on down the way.
Now this poor farmer struggled to compete with the corporate grocery store down the road. He tried everything he could think of to lower his costs and increase his profits. Why he went organic, stopped using fossil fuels, increased his crop diversity, decreased his share costs, added shares, went to work early and came to bed late. The raw farmer here, he was pretty quick learner. So he started listening to his customers' greatest complaint, started bringing in off-farm products. And sure enough, his sales started to increase almost immediately.
Well, people got bored with seasonal, so he called for the regional. He may have stretched the local just a bit. Well, every farmer must compete when his baby mama's got to eat, and the money coming in's just so legit.
Now the moral of this story is that without its local and communal roots, a CSA is just a grocery store with a funny name.
CSA, CSA, oh, where did you get your food today?
Everybody now!
CSA, CSA, oh, where did you get your food today? CSA, CSA, where did you get your food today? Rolling my sweet baby's arms, rolling my sweet baby's arms. Lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. Now rolling my CSA's arms.